A family of a 24-year-old upcoming artist, Paul Obukohwo, from Agbarho community in Ughelli North local government area of Delta State, has formally petitioned the Inspector General of Police, the Police Service Commission, and other key authorities, alleging that their son was unlawfully tortured to death while in police custody in Asaba. The petition, dated April 25, 2025, and authored by Obukohwo E. Odioko Law Chambers, was also copied to the Assistant Inspector General of Police and the Delta State Governor, Honorable Sheriff Obukohwo. It accuses a team from the Rapid Response Squad, led by an officer identified as Officer Shepard, of unlawfully detaining and torturing Mr. Paul Obukohwo untimely, leading to his death. According to the family, the late Paul had gone to the RRS office in Asaba on March 26, 2025 to bail a family friend, Mr. Prosper Ughelli, who had earlier been arrested during a patrol for wearing a camouflage shirt. The petition alleges that Paul was detained after questioning the basis of Ughelli's arrest and was subsequently subjected to brutal torture over the following 2 days. Eyewitnesses, including Paul's younger brother, Ejiro Obukohwo, and Mr. Ughelli, claimed that the disease was beaten to the point of coma and was heard screaming for help before his condition worsened. They also questioned why the RRS team was allegedly moving Paul between hospitals at 2 a.m. on March 26, suggesting an attempt to revive him after severe injuries. The police, through its public relations officer in Delta State, SP Bright Edafe, had earlier claimed that Paul Obukohwo died of low blood pressure. However, the petition dismisses this account as untrue and unacceptable, demanding medical evidence to substantiate the claim. Wow, not getting sentimental about this. This is not a good one. You know, you get the story. The issue of this Paul is he was just a victim of circumstance.
He was only going there to bail, right?
Yes, his friend
who was arrested, and along the line, because he was wearing a camouflage, military camouflage, isn't it? And he was, you know, beaten and tortured, right? This is exactly.
I want to make a statement. I oftentimes, when saying, I've had cases of people that I know that say that, okay, they got into police case and someone came for their release and similar case occurs. That the person that comes for the release, unless you get lucky and you come with a lawyer or probably a uniformed personnel, you know how it works. That is when the tension reduces. But if you go alone, there's always a tendency that there's always something that occurs in between that situation. So now, are they trying to make it seem like when a relative or someone is arrested, oftentimes on menial basis, unconditional issues that might not really account to arrest, you hear your relative is arrested and you come for their bail, you end up being assaulted. So in that instance, if this is a continuous process, there's a possibility that certain times individuals will not want to involve themselves in people, friends, families, and loved ones that they always hear that are involved in any police case, because some will say I don't want the police to arrest me. You get the situation. Well, I want to get your thoughts on this, please.
Well, first, I want to condemn it in totality. What has happened in the Delta States is something that I would say has been happening in this country. And like I told you, because we are aware of this particular one doesn't mean that other ones, other incidents, other issue of police torture, other issues of police brutality that has led to the death of many are not going on secretly. Why would a sane police officer beat up someone, this is not a young man that you caught with firearm. Even if you caught him with firearms, he still have rights, isn't it? He has right. He has a right to live. These things are embedded in our constitution. As a police officer, you don't have the right to take the life of anybody. But in this case, you've seen what has happened. And one would tell me that police is your friend. Who said so? Police, to me, I would say police is never my friend. Though I have them, I have some of them. Let me not generalize it. But police is not my friend. And police can never be my friend. Because of some of their attitude. Now, if this issue, this case is not being pushed properly, I'm telling you that the family of the disease, right, won't get justice. It happens here in Port Harcourt when one Chima, I don't know if you followed up or you were aware of that incident, the Ikoku 4 that led to the death of one man.
Yes.
Other ones were brutalized, you know. It took the intervention of River State Civil Society Organization headed by Comrade George Will Emefa, and some men, the Igbo leaders, the Igbo shop owners at Ikoku, who came up with their resources and everything, and they fought to an extent that the police officers who were handling that issue said that he died of same low sugar level or blood level, whatever, and all of that. Not until River State Civil Society Organization were demanding for the autopsy until it was released that this man died as a result of torture. And Federal High Court gave a judgment that the family should be compensated. I don't know if police has done that. Up to date, I don't know if they've done that. So, what has happened in Delta State is a similar thing to what happened in River State.
So the police were to compensate the family, and they were not apprehended. The culprits of the whole situation.
Well, from what happened then, what I heard then is that the woman, Madam Rose Benson, you know, was sacked. It was as a result of the forceful push of the civil society organization. She was sacked, and compensation was made to be paid to the family.
How much compensation will be worth someone's life? I think we have to get to a point where the police, Nigerian police force has to, you know, get into a reform. They just celebrated
the question. Sorry, Uncle. The question is that the question you should ask is that was the compensation paid? That is an answer that I will give another day. Something needs to be done, and the governor of Delta State should as well take this matter seriously so that the people can have justice at the end of the day.
Thank you.